Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Governor Andy Beshear honors Kentuckians who have and continue to be affected by brain cancer, and a group of Eastern Kentucky high school students get the chance to talk with their potential employers. Good morning, 6:31. I'm Dakota Makris. It's Wednesday. Thank you for waking up with us. Let's take it over to Brandon, who is kind of walking around like a zombie this morning because you didn't leave this station until 9:45 last night.
We were still trying to get some election returns in, and I was literally walking out the back door when I got a text from my friend over in Letcher County and came right back and was like, here you go, here's these.
You are a better man than me, I can tell you that.
Listen,
I mean, I left around 7, but that's not at 7, around like 6:30-ish.
It's all about the caffeine this morning.
It is.
It's got to power through. It's got to power through. All right, let's get into this forecast this morning, where we are looking at the possibility for some stronger storms later today. This morning, not too bad. Buffalo Mountain starting to see a few clouds out there, and temperatures in the low 50s there, and in Hazard as well. 49 in Manchester, Harlan at 49 as well. 48 Jonesville, 45 in Clintwood, 50 in Middlesboro. I'd say they're going to drop here before too long. 56 in Williamson and Prestonsburg, 55 in Somerset, 57 in Monticello, and 60, actually back to 61 in Moorhead this morning there. So again, bouncing back and forth. Statewide, 56 Cincinnati, state and region-wide, I guess the best way to put that. 49 in Tri-City, 61 Nashville, 64 in Owensboro, and 66 in Louisville this morning. Forecast for later today, 84 for us. Late chances for storms there. Some of those could be strong to severe. Those chances will continue tonight. And again, some of those could be strong to severe. So make sure you have a way to get those alerts quickly if they are issued. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Samara Wett, the daughter of the late Danielle Todd, filed a federal lawsuit against London officials, claiming her mother died from a heart attack when police and jail staff ignored her medical needs. Wett's attorney argues that on May 12th, her mother was pulled over by London police officer Logan Medlock for suspicion of driving while intoxicated. Despite showing signs of medical distress and telling officials about her medical history, Todd was claimed to be ignored, which resulted in her death on May 13th. The lawsuit names St. Joseph Health, Common Spirit Health, London police officer Logan Medlock, the City of London, and the Laurel County Detention Center as defendants. Well, in Bell County, a federal report is revealing the cause behind a deadly accident at an Eastern Kentucky mine in January. Cecil Todd Collett died after a tree weighing more than 6,000 pounds fell on his pickup truck at the Calmere mine. His passenger, Joshua Pendleton, was seriously hurt. The report says Nally and Hamilton, the company that owns the mine, did not clear trees properly. The company was cited by the U.S. Mine Safety and Health Administration. Nearly 43,000 people were killed on U.S. roads last year. That's the highest number in 16 years. Our Alyssa Williams talked with insurance representatives and law enforcement to learn more about the several threats we may overlook before we sit behind the wheel.
Many of us know that there are things beyond our control that can cause a car crash to take place, but there are also countless things that we can control.
Definitely using their phone is the main cause, I feel like, of accidents in Laurel County, and especially young drivers using their cell phone.
Those at the Katie Loftus State Farm Agency in Laurel County says a lot of the crashes they deal with are caused by distracted drivers.
One big thing is people eat and drive. Especially, it's just one of those things you don't think about, when you're driving and eating, but that is a huge distraction as well.
Insurance agent Katie Loftus adds that speeding is also a big contributor to crashes.
All the time, we see accidents where they were going too fast and they missed a curve or whatever it may be. So we try to make sure that especially new drivers are aware of, hey, you have to slow down to make the right call, to make that turn.
And Gilbert Achardo with the Laurel County Sheriff's Office says even though you can't always avoid aggressive or intoxicated drivers, you can buckle up.
There are instances where everything's beyond your control, and if you don't have a seatbelt on and somebody does something crazy, or they're, heaven forbid, they're operating a motor vehicle under the influence, well, if you don't have a seatbelt on, you're going to get hurt seriously or killed.
Helping to keep drivers safe of any threats before they get behind the wheel. In London, Alyssa Williams, WYMT, Mountain News.
Well, officials add that even though there are unforeseen events that can cause a crash, staying hypervigilant while you're behind the wheel can always help. Governor Randy Beshear discussed the importance of talking about brain cancer yesterday. May is National Brain Cancer Awareness Month. The governor signed 3 proclamations in the Capitol's Rotunda yesterday. The first designated May as Brain Tumor Awareness Month. The second recognized May 17th as DIPG Day in Kentucky. And the third declared May 21st as David Turner Jr. Ice Cream Day in honor of a boy who died of DIPG. Our own Brandon Robinson, who's in his second battle with brain cancer, was at the event.
It's great to see people being recognized in honor of this month, not only just adults, but children too. Children have it so much harder than adults do with the DIPG cancer. And again, I'm just glad that the governor and state officials are trying to raise awareness about this awful disease.
Well, David Turner Jr. died last year after a fight with the disease, but his legacy has lived on. Before he died, he had the opportunity to be governor for a day and declared National Ice Cream Day in Kentucky. Students at Pikeville High School are looking ahead with graduation right around the corner for the class of 2022, and prospective employers are hoping to help lead them toward their futures. The Pikeville Medical Center recruitment team met with students at the high school yesterday, sharing career opportunities for students. Those in attendance said it was an eye-opener, highlighting some of the jobs like phlebotomy or environmental services to show how many different career pathways are available here in the mountains.
Like, we push now that you don't have to go into college. So not everybody wants to go into plumbing though. Not everybody wants to go into electrical. So it's kind of like, what are they going to do?
The assembly was one of many the PMC team has hosted in schools across several counties, hoping to appeal to students as they start making their post-secondary decisions. Folks in Hazard will soon have a new place to meet, hang out, listen to live music. The North Fork Inn is a new bar on Main Street. Officials here in Hazard say the bar had a successful soft opening this past weekend. The inn will make Hazard a 2-bar downtown along with the Broken Spoke. Bailey Richards, Hazard downtown coordinator, says the two shouldn't be in competition.
Because ultimately the thought is, well, let's just go downtown, and then we'll bar hop, or we'll, see which place is, feeling right tonight or whatever. Same thing with restaurants. I don't know what I want to eat. Let's just go downtown.
Also opening this past weekend was Vintage Delane Boutique on North Main. Delane and North Fork are part of the larger revitalization of downtown Hazard. Richard says 47 new businesses have opened here in Hazard the last 3 years. One tourism organization in Harlan County is putting on a scavenger hunt throughout the county, highlighting landmarks and businesses with a chance to win a grand prize. Our Jade Saylor has the story.
Harlan County is full of historic landmarks, local businesses, restaurants, and activities.
You may end up going somewhere where you can take a hike in Cumberland, maybe in Harlan. You might go somewhere where you would spend a summer's day where you can take a refreshing dip.
A scavenger hunt is helping the community explore those places.
You take a picture or a selfie at that iconic location, and then you submit it to us either through Facebook or through email, and you get entered into a chance to win $250.
Those participating can visit one or all 30 locations hinted on the website, submit a photo, and every photo is an entry to win the prize.
There's a ton of locations, but there are 30 clues, and of those 30 clues, you can actually turn it into more than 30 because some of the clues are they overlap a little bit.
Some of the scavenger hunt locations include historical landmarks, hometown restaurants and menu items, memorials, roads, and local businesses.
If you're from Harlan County, I'm sure it's locations that you've heard of before or seen before, and so the clues were enough that you could look at it and say, oh, I know where that's at. I've got to go up to Cumberland and go to Kingdom Come State Park.
A fun way to get families out in the community, but also a way to benefit the local businesses.
Not only is it helping get people to locations and become good ambassadors for Harlan County, but they're going out to businesses that they may not have been in before, and that just benefits everyone in the community.
You can visit WYMT.com for the link to see all 30 locations and where to submit your photos. In Harlan, Jade Saylor, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, the scavenger hunt began May 10th and continues through May 30th for the chance to win the $250 grand prize. Eastern Kentucky native Keith Whitley will join the Country Music Hall of Fame. The Elliott County native had a short career spanning just 4 years and 7 months on the Billboard charts before his death at the age of 34 in 1989. But the singer from Sandy Hook found commercial breakthrough with hits like When You Say Nothing at All and I'm No Stranger to the Rain. He met Ricky Skaggs when they were both teenagers, and they both were hired to be part of the bluegrass legend Ralph Stanley's band, the Clinch Mountain Boys.
Keith Whitley had some great music in his 4 short years there. Let's take a look and see what's going on this morning here at 641, and you see some temperatures in the 40s there. I told you Middlesboro will drop into the 40s at some point. They're down to 49 now, along with Harlan. 48 there in Jonesville, 45 in Clintwood, 49 in Manchester. So again, a lot of 50s still out there. 160, actually 260s, 60 in Jackson, 61 in Moorhead this morning. Not much of a change from this time yesterday. Most folks about 4 degrees warmer, or a little bit warmer. Let's just call it a little bit warmer there, except for Charleston, West Virginia. They are 4 degrees colder. Prestonsburg and Hazard were exactly where they were this time yesterday. Breakfast forecast, we are going to be seeing temperatures that quickly increase as we head through the morning with some sunshine early, but those clouds will start to gradually increase as we get later in the day, and the showers and storms will come with that cloud increase. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. It's 6:42. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, the FDA gives the green light for a COVID-19 booster shot meant for children here in the U.S. Stay with us.